So I just wanted to share a little bit of my gardening with everybody because people do ask me how my farming gardening is going. I'm going to start here in the front on the side of my house where I have planted some things in some containers and in some pallets. Right here, these three containers have sugar snap peas, and the first two I planted probably about a month ago, and this black one I planted about maybe 2 weeks ago, but they're coming up just fine. In this pallet right here, I have some Swiss chard, and it's coming up. It's growing pretty much at a slow pace, and I have also some Swiss chard, different variety in these little pots right here that I'll transplant in a pallet or maybe a pot once they get a little bit taller. Over on the other side of the pallet, I have some mint, this is really interesting watching this grow because I started with this plant right here that I bought in Sprouts in Oklahoma City last summer, and I put it here and it kind of just dwindled and died off. And so when I came out here to clean out my pallets about a month ago, I was brushing everything up and I noticed that the mint has spread. See this part? That's mint as well, and it's spreading all throughout this palette, even on the outside of the palette over there, as you can see. So I'm just gonna leave this here for the mint, and I've read and heard that it's a very aggressive herb, so I'm thinking it's probably gonna be in this palette, in a short time span. I'm gonna have to move that Swiss chard. Over in this other small palette, I have kale, and this is the dwarf variety, which I had last year. I really like this variety a lot. It's really easy to grow. I'm going to have to thin it out a little bit once it starts getting taller and bigger. Um, and over here along the fence, I have some strawberries. I bought these plants at Walmart. As you can see, there is a little strawberry right there. Yay! And in this one, some kind of critter got into it and disturbed it, but I see that it's blooming and it's coming along nicely. In these buckets, well, in this blue bucket, I transplanted some carrots, and then I also planted some after watching a YouTube video on growing carrots in containers. So I'm just gonna watch both of these closely. This is my first time trying carrots, and as the guy said in the YouTube video, they are not easy to transplant because they're really small, but I see these are still thriving or whatever. So this year I'm just kind of experimenting with the carrots to see how they grow, to see if they're going to develop. Last year I grew the sugar snap peas in the pallet, and because they had to be stuck, they had to have some kind of stick or something to grow up because they're viney. I had a hard time with that because of the wood in the pallet. I couldn't get it the sticks to go all the way through, so that's why I decided to put them in the containers this year. Let's go back here to the back. So of course I have some other things that I have back here in my backyard. I had bought this little greenhouse, so I started planting a little bit earlier this year because I really want to get a great harvest this summer. So I started earlier. These are cucumbers. These right here are the pickling varieties, and last year I had a lot of success with the pickling varieties. I actually did get to make pickles with them. These over here are the smooth variety cucumbers, just because that's what I like, but I'll probably be planting some more. So once these get a little bit bigger, I'm going to be putting those in these containers right here, and then I'm going to put them along that fence back there because that's where there's a lot of sun. So I'm going to try with that because they do need to climb as well, their vines as well. I have some Brussels sprouts and some broccoli that I'm going to be transplanting into these little pots like I tried with these, but they kind of didn't work out. A couple of them did, because with these pots, once they get a little bit bigger, I'm going to put them in those pallets out there. So I'm going to put those in raised beds. Okay, over here in the greenhouse, I have some cilantro and some basil. So I'm just trying to see how that's going to work out in these containers. But that's all I have right now. Me and the children at the center over in Newtown, we did plant some jalapeno peppers and some banana peppers, and also some cherry tomatoes. So we're going to be working with those, especially the cherry tomatoes. I'm going to leave the cherry tomatoes over there so that the children can watch those grow. But anyway, this is what I have so far. I'm going to be working this weekend on transplanting some things to the pallets, to the beds, and then planting some more things like eggplant and zucchini and squash and so forth and so on. All right, so y'all have a great day. Peace and light.